after the riots because public pension deals made during the boom times, well, we can't afford them anymore. Check. Philadelphia, unions are fighting to keep devastating pension plans on the books, like the deferred retirement option that now has cost the city $258 million in the last 10 years. Check. Baltimore, the unions fighting pension reductions, even though the cuts are necessary to avert fiscal disaster in the city. Check. Newark, $16.7 million deficit. Chicago, don't worry about Chicago. Chicago, here's their budget. No biggie with Chicago. They're only $654 million in the hole. But they got nice fountains. Now let's see, what else could be causing these cities problems? Is there any drain on these cities at all? Oh, hey, I know. Let's look and see if any of these are sanctuary cities, huh? We know illegal immigration, collapsing education, healthcare systems. Sanctuary cities? Let's zero in. No, can't be. Check, 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 check. Gee, all of these things are happening now. What? You know what it is? Those evil, big-spending Republicans. Let's see who's running these cities, because it could be just a string of bad luck, but I'm guessing it's those evil Republicans. If you were cynical, you'd say, Glenn, you're going to find a pattern of progressives or radicals. No. No. It doesn't look good. Oakland City Council, currently all Democrats. The mayor, best known for his affinity for Cuba and Fidel Castro. He was even suspected of passing American classified intelligence materials to Castro. Oh, that's right. He also spoke at the cop killer Black Panther Huey Newton's birthday party. I loved him when he was with the news. And he didn't renounce their tactics. It's been all Democrats since 1976. Look for the union label. And here in Philadelphia, Democrats since 1962. The extra city taxes have already caused businesses to fail and people to flee. Run for your life, you're in Philadelphia. But now they're doing a keeping Philly clean tax and a soda tax. That'll be fixed. Baltimore, Democrat mayoral control since 1967, including a mayor named Sheila Dixon. She was great. She was only charged with 12 counts of perjury, theft, misappropriation, and misconduct, but only 12. The current city council, all Democrats. Newark, Democrats since 1928. Now there's quite a streak. Newark. I knew I liked you for a reason. Current mayor, Cory Booker, prides himself on progressive programs. He's working like this with the Center for American Progress on green jobs, because that's what I think of when I think of Newark, New Jersey. 4 years in office, and Newark still ranks the 10th most poverty-stricken city in America. You got it going on. Word to your mommy. Chicago. All Democratic mayors since 1927. Former home of Al Capone. Chicago politics, you know, home of all the Crime Inc., you know, super players, Bill Ayers, Shorbank, Obama, Jarrett, Blagojevich. They have only had, in their defense, 79 elected officials convicted of wrongdoing since 1972. You see, all of these cities are falling apart. Yeah, I don't think it's the tough economy or the Bush politics. I'm not a fan of George W. Bush, but no one in the media will tell you that. No, I'm a big Republican. It's all the economy. All the economy is doing is exposing and accelerating what the progressives want to do in the first place, collapse the system and start all over again, because this is antiquated. This Constitution is old and dusty. They're doing a pretty good job, no? Progressivism is a cancer, and if we keep going down this road, all of our cities will be crumbling because you'll be paying for the dirtbag cities that made choices to do crazy stuff that you weren't involved in. Progressives need you to be dependent on them. Hey, wait a minute. Hold it. Didn't I just see that welfare rolls are at an all-time high? What a wild coincidence. America, it comes down to a choice. A choice. Are these people just misguided? Are all these They're just a string of bad luck. Or are they trying to do this? Are they trying to spread the wealth globally to stop the oppressive America? The unions, are they your friends, union members? Are they your friends? Or are they in bed with the very people who they tell you are screwing you? The unions are doing it, the government is doing it, and Americans are suffering because of it. GM, Government Motors, that was to help the little guy. Oh, I got to help the people in Detroit. Got to do it. Make your choice. Is the government and the union, are they the friends of the American workers? Do you know that Government Motors just invested $500 million in a new plant to help the auto industry? Yep. Well, you remember, not the auto industry, because they cut the bondholders out of the path and gave the union assistance first. So they did that in the name of the American worker. So GM and the CEO, Obama, have invested your taxpayer money into building a brand new place for the American worker and create new American jobs. Except one small detail, they're going to build the plant in Mexico. I'm just sitting here, I'm looking at something that because I ran so late. Look at this. This is from the Democratic Socialists of America. All these people are involved with the DSA. Just look at this. Where's camera 3? There it is. Look at this. The alternative to capitalism is democratic socialism. Is that the change you were hoping for, America? I want to have a conversation with you here. Gosh, I don't know why people watch this show. This is the weirdest show in history. But it's just you and me. I've been getting mail from people who tell me they're afraid to come to 828 because they're hearing, you know, going to be trouble there with the Black Panthers or whatever. I get it. That's what they wanted. You know, one of the reasons that we started the 912 Project is that so people could come together and overcome their fears, and they could stand on principles. I went back and I looked at the 912 mission statement. Ask yourself these questions. Do you watch the direction that America is being taken and feel powerless to stop it? Do you believe your voice isn't loud enough to be heard over the noise anymore? Do you read the headlines every day and feel an empty pit in your stomach as if you're alone and you're seeing your neighbor's house burn down and there's nothing you can do? Add fear to those 3 questions. Are you afraid? Do not be. There will be so many others like you on 828 or wherever you're going to go and join. They're all joined in a common bond with a common pledge to take a peaceful stand for their country. This is the time to stand. Edmund Burke said, "When bad men combine, the good must associate, else they will fail one by one." Fear is the way they get you to do nothing. It's a tool. They terrorize you. They call you names. Many of these people are nothing more than terrorists. Economic terrorists, free speech terrorists, religious terrorists, racial terrorists. They are attempting to silence you through terror. They haven't gone through a flight school or strapped bombs to their chests or anything like that, but they are terrorists just the same. I have no problem with them I have no problem with this. You want to say, you think this is the answer? Good. Let's debate that. But they won't actually come out and tell you the truth. You don't have to put up with it any longer. You surround them. Stand up peacefully. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your way of life. Stand up for liberty. Martin Luther King knew one thing.
If you want to succeed, you must have faith in the American people. Because when you put hatred and violence and fear side by side with faith and determination,